to me.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Good evening,
Maybe we
ladies.
should just start over.
Okay, everybody, pretend this never happened and shh.
Okay.
Welcome to the Castle of Spirits True Ghost Stories podcast, where you never know quite what to expect when you get here.
Including the level of professionalism. Are we going to be at 100% that night, or are we going to be at -3% professionalism? 'Cause today, I think we're at -3.
One never knows, and that's part of the exciting thing. Hi, I'll be your ghost keeper, Vince.
And I'll be your ghost keeper, Jane.
And we are the ghost keepers of the
That's
castle. Fortunate souls as we are. I'd say we're fortunate
Okay.
to be dwelling in the house of castles, or in the house of spirits.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I came up with a new name for all of our listeners.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
They're castle crawlers.
Castle crawlers.
Castle crawlers.
I like it.
You know, because you crawl the Castle of Spirits archives.
Oh, I get it.
Not
I get
because
it.
you're like lowly and crawling on the ground.
No.
Okay, now it
never.
can't be castle crawlers. I just ruined it for myself.
Yeah. All you castle crawlers out there, kneel before the castle ghost keepers. Anyway.
You don't have to do that.
Hey, apologies if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on in podcast land.
Just apologies all the way around.
We're doing the best we can.
We really are, and
But
that's what's sad.
What's cool is that we're sailing into November now. We're well into November now.
Oh yeah, exactly
and,
halfway through.
And you have to check me on that. And Halloween is kind of long gone, and we're still trucking on.
That's right, because you know what?
What?
It's Halloween every single day of the year in the castle.
You darn right.
And it's twice Halloween on October 31st.
How does that work?
It just does.
Oh, okay. That works for me.
So Vince, what are we talking about today?
I don't know. I think you had some sort of a theme that you wanted to sort of explore.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, should I say what it is?
Probably should. Probably
okay.
now is a good time to do that.
Okay.
Being that we're recording this.
We are. That's true. We're live. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about haunted art, and that's going to be visual art. We got paintings, sculptures, songs. I have a poem. I can't read it to you, but there's a poem.
Cannot sing songs, cannot read poems. We can tell you what they're like.
But we can tell you about them.
We can say, I swear to God, it is such a good poem.
Tell you how to find it for yourself.
Right.
Yeah. And Vince, what are you going to be presenting for the good folks?
I'm going to be presenting with a case of anxiety the likes of you've never seen.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm going to be presenting a couple of stories that I found on the Castle of Spirits website that have to do with, loosely based around haunted artwork. Maybe, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll see what happens when I start reading these crazy stories.
It's true.
But we're just on a crazy tangent today. We're doing art today because I think maybe the idea was born from the fact that you just had an art showing today for the first time. She's an artist.
Thank you.
And
had my first gallery opening today, and that was really exciting. So I've got art on the brain, and since I couldn't paint today, we decided to do this art theme for the episode tonight.
Because she's been haunted by the desire to do art.
I have, today.
And
even the thumbnail for this episode is a painting of mine that has been highly processed and edited for thumbnail purposes.
But we did get permission from the artist to do this.
I did allow us permission to use my artwork for this purpose today. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most excellent.
So, I actually have 3 segments to present. So my segments are going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah,
okay.
I would love that. I would love nothing more. You guys, we went out to eat again tonight on the way home.
So Vince is tired.
Like I said, I don't I know that I look like the picture of health, but I don't normally do these things, but I have this intense craving for French fries, and
he doesn't carb well.
And she mentions, "Why don't we get some fries on the way home?" And I'm like, all right, let's do that. And then she's like, in fact,
I
I might want to get
suggested we
myself a sandwich
Yeah,
too.
I suggested we stop for a beer, and I knew that the way to get him to do that was to ply him with fries and onion rings,
Because I don't eat potatoes very often.
and they both worked.
Oh my God, did they work? And I just 5 minutes before the show, I was laying down in bed, trying to recuperate.
It's true.
So
How many of my paintings are haunted? Kenny asks in chat. That's a good question. None yet that I know of, but
you've sold quite a few. So if there are
I
people
have.
out there
Somebody
who
might
have,
be experiencing something.
maybe somebody out there purchased a painting from Jane
Maybe.
and would like to know, we would like to know if you've experienced
it's haunted.
anything crazy.
Well, I don't think that I have put into any of my paintings anything that would make them haunted. We'll talk about a few things that make paintings haunted. In fact, if you like, we can start with paintings.
Let's do.
All right. So the first painting we're going to talk about is The Anguished Man. And I know I've talked about this a little bit on the show before. Vince, are you familiar with The Anguished Man? Just say no, because it'll make the podcast episode.
Only every
better.
time I wake up and look at myself in the mirror.
Are you familiar with the haunted painting? Say
Oh.
no.
No. What is the Anguished Man painting?
So this is a picture of the Anguished Man.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen that before?
No. Am I supposed to say no? Yeah, I
you
have.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Real. All right. So the Anguished Man it's owned by a man named Sean Robinson in Cumbria, England. And Sean says that he inherited this painting from his grandmother, who kept it locked in her attic for like 25 years because she said it was cursed or haunted or something. Yeah. She claims that the artist who made it mixed his own blood into the oil paint. Hi, I'm an artist. I understand you cannot mix blood into oil paint.
What happens if you try? I mean,
blood is water-based. Oil is oil-based. They don't mix. It'll just have like a ribbon of blood. And then the blood will just dry and probably make the paint crack or peel or something.
So when there's like historical, I don't know, claims that this painting was painted in blood and it's actually red paint, that's not possible then? You can't paint in blood?
Yeah, you can paint in blood. You can't mix blood into oil paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, water and oil don't mix. Anyway, so she claimed that he did that and then unalived himself afterward. Now,
what does that mean? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Now, there's a lot of different claims about what happens with this painting. They've had objects. Why are you posing?
Because I'm uncomfortable in front of the camera.
Okay. They've had objects moving, doors closing, banging sounds, voices. What's his name? Sean. I almost called him Carl. Sean's wife was pushed down the stairs. Doors slamming. I think I said that. Crying and moaning sounds. Shadow figures. I mean, it really runs the gamut. So it's, a really creepy story. And he's actually got a YouTube channel. We'll link it in the show notes. But if you just go to YouTube and search Anguished Man, I keep wanting to call him Carl, Sean Robinson, you'll find his channel.
Not right now, though. Wait till after this is
after.
over. Yeah.
And he's got lots of videos like in night vision showing the painting at night. And sometimes you can hear like banging or moaning, the door opens, things like that. And I thought this was really interesting. I hadn't heard this until recently. Paranormal investigators actually begged him to let them study the painting, but he refused because he says that the painting it's too dangerous.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not haunted, but...
Yeah, right, Sean.
Come on, Sean.
Put your money where your mouth is with that painting. So...
But you know what? Regardless if the painting is haunted or not, it is a creepy painting.
It's
creepy
now,
looking.
Do we think that Sean is the artist, and that sort of made
know.
this kind of backstory up?
I think that if Sean were the artist, we would see other paintings. Sean would be known that he's also an artist. You know what I mean? There would be signs where he'd be like, this guy did it himself, and the painting is fairly crude. I don't mean crude as in rude. I mean, it's it's not real detailed. It's
I
not
mean,
real
it's
technically.
not photorealistic, but it is pretty. I think it's pretty original and
Yeah.
creepy.
And it is definitely creepy. And I think that somebody with absolutely no art background could not pull this off, I don't think. I don't think somebody who has never painted before could pick up a set of paints and paint this. Like, it's just, it follows a lot of compositional rules, I feel like. There's just a lot of elements to art that are being utilized here. The way that the drawing of the head is rendered, like, it looks like somebody who knows what they're doing, and I can't find any indication that Sean himself is an artist. So I don't believe that he did it. And I'm not saying that the painting isn't haunted at all. I'm not saying that. I think it's a really compelling story. And his videos on YouTube are definitely worth a watch, but I don't think he's made any videos in years now. There was supposed to be a movie about it at one point,
Oh,
but
well, I mean,
somehow that fell apart.
we know how that goes.
Yeah. The next painting I want to talk about just briefly is called Man Proposes, God Disposes, from 1864 by an artist named Edward Landseer. And it's in the University of London, and it depicts two polar bears that are eating the remains of the Franklin expedition. So I'll show you a picture of that, Vince. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Right here. It's kind of hard.
She's fiddling with her phone.
It's
for those
really
who can't see.
a long image, and it sounds really graphic the way, what I said, but it's really not very graphic. There's one indication here.
Yeah.
That looks like bones. Other than that, it looks like polar bears. It looks like the mast of a ship, and maybe they're pulling on a flag or something.
I see. I thought it looks like there were a couple of polar bears lying in a really big bed together, playing like tug of war with a pillow or something like that. And
you
there's
watch
like
a lot of Disney movies.
There's like a baseball bat between them that is actually the mast?
It looks like a ship mast to me.
Okay.
So it's not a graphic painting. It's a beautiful painting. It's a strange painting.
Yeah.
But it sounds graphic, but it's not.
What's the backstory behind the hauntingness of it?
Oh, hang on. I lost my place in my notes. 2 seconds, friends.
And for those of you who cannot see, she is fiddling with her phone like a mad person.
Shut up. Okay, so it hangs in a university, like I said. And so there's all this lore about it with the students. And they think that anyone who is sitting near the painting during exams, they're going to fail their exams. And like to the point where they cover the painting with a Union Jack, the British flag, the Union Jack. They cover with the Union Jack during exams every single year. So it's out and it's visible, and then
that's not going to be distracting for somebody taking a test. Oh, don't look over there. Just behind underneath that is a haunted painting that if you look at it by accident, you're going to flunk your test.
Fail.
What? Yeah, that's why would they even have that there?
Okay, but the superstition about it is so strong that even professors who claim to not believe in it they're still wanting the painting to be covered during exams. Because, just in case, I guess. There is, multiple professors reporting students refusing to sit in the exam hall unless the painting was covered. So it sounds like this is something that's been going on for a very long time, to the point where it's just like tradition. Exam time, cover the polar bears with the Union Jack. Which I also think they tried sometime in the 1800s.
I didn't get it, but
okay.
But I mean,
colonialism.
If like, oh, I get it.
Okay, there we go.
If the worst thing that happens to you from this haunted painting is that you just have to take the test all over again, you're probably living a charmed life.
Oh, I doubt that it means you have to take the test again. If you fail your exams, you might fail at life. Who knows?
Well, I never thought
You know
about
what?
that
Just
way.
cover it, just in case.
Just
All right.
cover it. Just get rid of it, actually.
There's one other one that I want to bring up. It's just kind
Okay.
of a small one. And it is the portrait of Bernardo de Galvez in the Hotel Galvez in...
Galveston, Texas?
There you go.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did I really get it right?
Yeah, you did. So it's just
man,
this...
I'm so glad I said that. I was going to say Galvez.
It's just this stuffy looking portrait of a general from like way back times. And it's in a hotel, and guests report that their cameras fail to capture the image of the portrait unless they ask permission. So much like Robert the Doll, they have to ask the general in the photo in the painting permission to take a photo.
And
of
how do
the
they know that
painting.
he's granted the permission?
Because they take the photo and the painting shows up.
Oh, okay. So that if he says yes, then you got a good picture.
Yeah. So they say that flash photos often distort the face, sometimes showing like a skull type image. The hotel staff, apparently they have ghost tours at this hotel. Yeah, of course. And that's a stop on the ghost tours. And one time a wedding party was trying to take group photos near the portrait, and every single shot was coming out blurry until they jokingly said, "Permission, General?" And then the camera worked and the photos were taken.
Yeah, right. Anyway, no, that's
What do you mean, yeah, right?
well, what did they get? Did they get the photographs developed and then come back, or was this in the era of digital cameras?
You know what, Captain Caveman, we have digital cameras now.
Right.
So you can see.
Okay. I was thinking that maybe this was something that went back decades and stuff like that. But if you
Maybe,
go back too far, you're not going to be able to know if the photograph is turning out until you actually...
That's a fact. But the wedding party apparently had digital cameras.
Okay. Well, I don't know that I've ever heard of that before.
I've never heard of that one.
I don't know that I'm entirely sold on it, but I sure would like to find out for
Off
myself.
of an anecdote, I mean, I would hope not. I would hope you're not that easily impressed.
I'm going to need a little bit more, research
Yeah.
into this, more evidence.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to, write up a big thing.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not like complaining or anything like that.
He's bummed out.
You don't have to look at me like that. I can feel your look. I don't have to look in your direction.
All right, read us a story.
Well, speaking of stories that
Oh my god. Guys,
2, 3.